Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. So, a couple, 3-4 months back, I reviewed the JoyToy Russian Naval Infantry set. Looked really good, but it had a few issues, particularly that new hand system that JoyToy have got on some of their figures, which I'm not a fan of. Well, today it's time for the US term, but it's US Navy Seals. So, I have got their 3 new releases: the Assaulter, the Automatic Rifleman, who's drunk obviously, and the Sniper, who's also slightly drunk. So I'm going to unbox these and we are going to have a look and review and see what they like. We'll look at their aesthetics, how they look, we'll look at the articulation and so forth, how easy to pose and so on. You guys can comment in the comment section, obviously, on how authentic the equipment is and how accurate it is and so forth. And let's see what these guys are like. Now, we can't actually tell from the box, it's only the artwork is actually sealed. You have to open this. Yeah! There we go. You have to split the plastic. And then we can see the figure inside there, but lots of glare from the light. So I'm going to get these open. I'm going to turn the camera around so we get a better camera and a better view. Plus, you won't see my ugly face. And let's see what these 3 guys are like. So back in an instant. And here they are. So my first opinions is they look really, really good. They do look fantastic. I've laid them out and we've got all their names and the equipment they come with. This is Salter, see all the stuff he comes with there. On the back it shows you the disassembly example, how it's made up, which is useful if you want to customize or do stuff with it. So each figure has one of those where it shows what it comes with. Here is the Automatic Rifleman, and again it shows you how the figure is made up. And then lastly for the Sniper, they look really, really good. Let me just move these out of the way. They look kind of big, but I think that's just maybe an optical illusion, because I was making a video with the Mandalorian yesterday, who I've not published yet, but he'll probably come out tomorrow, his review. And we can see that, yeah, they tower over him. But he is a Star Wars The Vintage Collection, which is more truer to a 3.75 than 4 inch. That's why he looks a bit smaller, perhaps. They look really, really good. So, with the Assaulter, we have the 2 assault rifles. This one here. And this one here. Are we going to get in focus? Yep. We also have this thigh attachment if you want. We have this one which is attached as well. That's got a hole. He's got a peg on his back. I guess that will go, but look a bit strange having such a small thing on his back, I think. But so we could have that on his that looks okay. On his back if need be. Looks pretty cool. He comes with his night vision, which we can attach to his helmet there, or we can just turn it around, I guess. That's what it should be like. So it's in front of his eyes. Looks really cool. He comes with 2 spare hands, additional hands, it looks like. Yeah. So he has a left hand, almost a fist, not quite. In fact, let me put a bit more light in this. It seems a bit dark. Let me see. Oops. And he didn't come on after all that. Okay. So his hand here is almost a fist, and his right hand seems almost the same there. On to the next guy, the Automatic Rifleman. Again, he has the night vision, has the same pack for his back. Similar or same, slightly different thigh attachment there. His guns are different again, so he comes with this one here. And he comes with this one here. Again, there's no drilled barrels. Come on, JoyToy, do the drilled barrels. Spare hands. They look almost identical to the Assaulter. And then we have the Sniper. He comes with this, it's like grenade launcher here. And obviously his nice looking sniper rifle. I love the simple paint effect. Looks great. He has the tripod attachment here, which I'm guessing is going to be an easy, I'm hoping it's an easy fit. There we go. Very, very nice. Looks pretty cool. He comes with, again, his night scope vision, the attachment for his thigh, attachment for his back, but he comes with this huge rucksack anyway, and again, 2 alternate hands. Rucksack does open, though the walls are way too thick, but you can stick most of the stuff in there. That's quite a big opening. Now bear in mind, this is quite heavy, so when you pose your figure, he's going to have to lean forwards, which I have no problem with because it adds realism. He's not going to stand up straight, something that big on his back, you know. So you can see there, I've got him leaning forwards for him to stand up. I do love the colour scheme on this. Looks really, really good. And they all come with the same sidearm, the same pistol. Which looks pretty nice, and they all have, I can see it on their right leg, the holster for the pistol. Very nice. So, thing to do now is we are going to look at articulation on one of them. Bear in mind, while the sniper's got his big backpack on, which you can take off him as well, it's got straps I can see either side. While he's got that on, his articulation will be more limited, and also he'll have less poses he can do comfortably because that extra weight will overbalance him in some ways. They all come with the same standard hands. You can see they've all got gun hands, trigger hands. It looks like that wrist articulation, which I don't like, but we'll look at that in a second. Okay, so we'll take the assaulter. So he has a left and a right, a little bit limited by this scarf you can take off, down, up, and not really a side to side. Shoulders all the way around. Gets nice and high, over 180 on his shoulders. Bicep looks to be good. Let's have a look. I don't like that elbow joint cut out there, but he does get 90 degrees on his bicep. There is trunk articulation, but that is hidden beneath his vest, so that's going to be limited, so he can go twist, small, and he can go forwards, but without that he'll go side to side more. Thighs will be limited by the equipment he's got on, but I've got to say he does pretty damn good considering. That's really good. Forwards, not great. Backwards, not great. Double kneecap, fantastic. Look at that, great job, JoyToy. There is boot turn, which is fantastic. There is foot pivot inwards and outwards. There seems to be pretty decent tippy toe, which I wasn't expecting. And the dorsiflexation is pretty good. And they have that extra toe articulation, which will really help for some poses. Now let's look at his wrists. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's that articulation I don't like, where it's a... it looks like a ball joint, but it's not a ball joint. It's actually a joint into the wrist and into the hand. And you have to line up that joint to get the direction you want. Because at the moment, he's look at that direction. He's not going gun direction. It's almost a wave. But if I line it up right, there you go, I get gun articulation. I much prefer just a ball joint or the old-fashioned gun articulation and wave articulation. But it's nice that his hands come preset for holding right-handed. So holding by the trigger, obviously, and then holding by the barrel. Look really nice. If we get a close up on the face is not the best, I don't think. It seems a bit rushed on the paintwork, but it looks okay. In fact, all of them look a bit subpar on the face, I would say. This guy's straight from Village People YMCA, looks like. And then the last guys, have a look at the snipers, have a look at his face. Yeah, it's alright. The paintwork seems a bit subpar in my opinion. Okay, so let's have a look how they hold their guns. I won't do all the guns. Pistol on one first. We used my assaulter since he's ready to go. They will all hold it the same way. Holds the pistol pretty well, has to be said. Freeze! It's nice they've got the detailing you can see on the barrel, but it's not drilled. Pretty cool. Now the important one, how do they hold their assault rifles? This will be more difficult. Maybe I will do both guns because that's wider. The fact his hand's so wide open should be okay. So let's do this one first of all. Finger is next to the trigger, which is nice. Stock is not too long, so he doesn't pop out of his shoulder. Now, if I change hands, he'll be able to grip the other handle nicely. I can just about do it at the moment. But now the stock is coming out. Now let's go. But with this hand, I can grip. Or I should be able to grip, hopefully. There we go. The barrel more nicely. Very nice close up for you there. Does hold that well. Good, I like that. He should be the same. No issues with either of these guns. By looking, let's do the bigger gun for the automatic rifleman. That is a longer stock, and that does fit into his shoulder. And I reckon he'll still hold this very well despite that. Ooh. But now it's sort of coming out of his shoulder, so more of a guard mode there. And again, he does hold that well too. Come on, stand up, stand up. And now the difficult one's going to be the sniper, because he's got the long-barreled gun. You put the tripod part backwards, or the longest barreled gun, I should say. Again, the stock is not overly long, which is great. But he's gonna have to. But it is longer, so he's gonna have some difficulty with this, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's coming away from his shoulder. Really want that to be stuck in there and secure. Now, having these straps on his backpack do not help. They do get in the way of him holding this really nicely. He can do it, but I'm not going to take a long time boring you guys on camera to do it, but he can do it. Maybe a hand change as well, and he'd hold this particularly nice. Just about there. The hand's slipping off a bit, but it does look decent. So they hold their guns very well, which is nice. They look really good. I feel they are better than the Russian naval infantry that JoyToy released. Not because they're Americans and because they're SEALs. The hands are better. The hands on the Russian naval infantry were not that great, in my humble opinion. But these hands, even though they're not the best, they are better than those ones. So they can hold their guns more easily. Okay, let's just put their night vision in. Looks very cool. Come on, in you go. Again, very cool. Looks the part. Ready to breach and rescue the hostages or take out the high value target. Looks good again, but this one seems to be a bit bent, so it's a bit skeweth. His toes are still up from when I did the articulation earlier. Nice figures. I think this is a decent, or rather a good job by JoyToy. Let's just change him to this grenade launcher here, which is actually even better to hold because his finger goes to the actual trigger very nicely. And again, the only issue is getting his hand around, which he's sort of doing, but he's not quite holding it enough. Come on, don't let go, don't let go. Oh yeah, now that looks awesome. Very, very nice. He holds that better than a sniper rifle, but you would expect that. You can see there. Great, great figures. I think JoyToy done a cracking job on these. So earlier I showed you them with the Mandalorian. Let's use a couple of other figures. So I use Midas from the Vault from Fortnite, which is an amazing set. See the videos. I'll stick it there if I can. And comparable in scale, I'll use another Fortnite figure. This would be one of my newer ones who I really like. This is the Paradigm, sort of female sci-fi. She doesn't want to stand up, I'll lean her back. Again, scale very, very well. Then I'll use a bigger figure, a Marvel Legends series Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. Make him stand up first. Who I think is a great looking figure despite limited articulation. And again, he's bigger, but they do all scale well together. These are a great 3 figures, and a good thing is, I wish they came with alternate heads, so you know you can make different figures, but with the night vision down, and the night vision off, you get 2 different looking figures. So you can just repeat, you know, your 1 sniper, you can have 2 assaulters, 2 automatic riflemen, whatever, get a nice team of 5 or 6 going, and they'll look really good. Great figures by JoyToy, done a great job. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys saying please like, share, subscribe, click on the notification icon, stay up to date with the latest news, reviews, etc. I'll be back soon with another Awesome Action Toys toy review for you guys soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.